Hi, this is Rick Finn with Coldwell Banker West Shell in Cincinnati, Ohio, and today's topic is seller paid closing costs and what to expect. We're in a market today, people are getting less equity out of their houses if they're buying a second home. And first-time buyers are required really to come up with more money than they have in the past. The days of 100% financing and whatnot have gone away. I believe over 60% of the loans this year will be FHA loans, which is the minimum amount down. So in the Cincinnati, Ohio, Northern Kentucky market that we deal in, FHA allows the seller to pay 3.5% of the sale price in closing costs. So those are about 60% of the loans that we're seeing today. But I would say it's fairly realistic. As you go up in price, or the second or third home that someone owns, you're less likely to see the buyers asking for closing costs. But certainly if you're in a first-time buyer price point, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, even $5,000 in seller paid closing costs, you can almost expect a buyer to ask for. Again, someone moving up to their second or third home, what we're seeing in today's market where values are down so much is that some sellers are bringing money to closing on that home so they have less to put down on their next. So you are seeing even somebody's second or third home purchase, potentially a buyer asking for some closing costs. So first-time buyer, if your house that you're selling is in a first-time buyer price point, again, I would almost figure that you could be paying closing costs to the tune of $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. If you're in a second or even possibly a third home, in that order, again, you still can see closing costs asked to be paid by the buyer, but less likely. So, Rick Finn, Coldwell Banker, if you're thinking of selling or buying, we'd certainly be happy to help you. I can be reached best at area code 513-702-4090, and we go the extra mile.